Color, medium and light. These were the ingredients chosen to create an art. But Professor Utomi accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, space and style. Thus, an art were born. These six words form one magical vehicle for expression and communication, none other than art.
Art is where we meet meaning beyond language. Art encompasses diverse media such as painting, sculpture, printmaking, drawing, decorative arts, photography, and installation. And now, we will dive deeper into the colorful world of art.
Wait. Are you familiar with Robert Rauschenberg, Roy Lichtenstein, and Andy Warhol? Let me test your knowledge.
Can you guess what kind of art these people were famous for? A. Abstract art, B. Pop art, C. Visual art, and D. Theater art. Choose your answer wisely. You only got 3 seconds left. And time's up! You're an incredible guesser. It is pop art. Now, let's move on.
Did you know that pop art was a major movement in the mid-20th century that elevated imaginary from culture and mass media into fine art?
Pop art emerged in the UK in the 1950s and spread to the US in the 1960s. As a reaction against abstract expressionism, it embraced consumerism, popular culture, and mundane objects as the subjects for fine art.
Now let's move on to the origins and influence of pop art.
Pop art grew out of neo-Dadaism and earlier avant-garde movements that challenged the definition of art. During post-war, socio-political climate in the UK led artists to celebrate everyday object and mass culture. It was rejected the traditional artistic subject matter and hierarchies.
That's an interesting fact, don't you think, fellow artists? Alright,
the British will take over.
I'm convinced.
British pop art emerged in 1950s London with artists like Richard Hamilton and Eduardo Palazzi. In addition, Hamilton's collage Just What Is It That Makes Today's Home So Different, so appealing. 1956 is widely considered the first work of pop art.
Oi there, mates. Bit nice to know about British pop art, yeah?
Yeah. Moving on the American side of pop art.
Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, James Rosenquist led the American pop art movement in the 1960s. It was focused on consumerism, celebrity culture, advertisements, comic through silk screening, and collage. Additionally, Warhol's paintings of Campbell's soup cans and Marilyn Monroe exemplified the styles.
That's why we are called the nation of inventors.
That's so true, bro.
Commercial break!
Why do we hand twist every single loaf we make?
At Manor,
Why put calcium, B vitamins, and iron in when we bake?
well, here's why.
We make manna bread like we're making it for our own kids.
Manor, the 8-hour loaf.
Your mouth tells you brim is coffee, good rich coffee it will say. But your head will tell you different, 'cause the caffeine's gone away. Yes, your mouth tells you brim is coffee, good rich coffee it will say, but your head will tell you different, 'cause the caffeine's gone away.
Introducing Brim, the coffee made from coffee-soaked coffee bean. It's brimming with flavor to make your mouth feel good, and no caffeine to keep the rest of you feeling good. New Brim decaffeinated coffee from General Foods, freeze-dried or ground.
Yes, your head will tell you different, 'cause the caffeine's gone away.
The commercial break is over and we're back on air. Our next topic is all about teams, and you probably guessed it already. It's style. You got it right, my friend.
Let's talk about the themes and style of pop art.
Pop art celebrated mundane objects like cereal boxes, soap bottles, signs, and advertisement. It mimicked the bold, graphic commercial style of advertisement and comics. It challenged distinctions between high and low culture. This includes the mass production techniques like silk screening and sculpture fabrication.
So, legacy. What is legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. That sounds familiar. That's definitely a musical-inspired line.
Pop art changed the direction of modern art by introducing identifiable imagery. It became one of the most recognizable modern art styles, and it inspired future postmodern art exploring consumerism and media.
See, I told you, pop art is a basic concept.
Pop art's use of popular culture marked a major shift in modernism that elevated the everyday and commercial to the realm of fine art. Its legacy as an iconic and accessible movement to continues to influence contemporary art.
Wait! I want to know more about pop art. Let's time travel then. Rewind time!
The beginnings of pop art can be traced back to the mid-1950s in the United Kingdom and the United States. It emerged as a response to the dominance of abstract expressionism and sought to break away from the elitist traditions of fine art. Artists like Richard Hamilton and Eduardo Palozzi were among the first to explore the incorporation of popular culture imagery into their work, drawing inspiration from advertising, comic books, and consumer products.
Is it necessary?
Of course it is.
Pop art emerged in the 1950s and the 1960s as a reflection of post-war consumer culture, challenging traditional notions of art by incorporating everyday imagery from advertising, consumer products, and popular culture. It democratized art, breaking down barriers between high and low culture, and served as a platform for social commentary, critiquing issues such as consumerism and mass media influence. Pop art's innovative techniques and global influence have left a lasting legacy, shaping contemporary art and culture worldwide.
If you're not convinced yet, take a look at these famous artists and their artworks.
Really? Let me see.
The artistry! This painting is so realistic, it looks like you could step straight into it. And you can!
Wow!
We have here Eduardo Palozzi, I Was a Rich Man's Plating 1947. Richard Hamilton, Just What Is It That Makes Today's Home So Different, So Appealing 1956. James Rosenquist, President-elect 1960 to 1961. Claes Oldenburg, Pastry Case 1961 to 1962. Roy Lichtenstein, Browning Girl 1963. Andy Warhol, Campbell's Soup 1968. Sigmar Polk, Buns 1966. Ed Rasha, Standard Station 1966. David Hockney, A Bigger Splash 1967.
Wow, their artworks are wonderful. It's just amazing and inspiring. It made me want to try pop art. Haha, I mean art. Pop art.
Why don't you? Early bird gets me.
What do you mean that's all, folks? We're not done yet. We still have 2 minutes before the 15-minute mark. That gives us time to introduce ourselves. Let's do it! Yeah, we're done. Thanks for watching.
Sana all.